Everybody's fine. All right. Welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you guys all so much for hopping on. Tonight is an exciting night. We are doing a $300 jewelry giveaway night. So those of you that are here and are willing to listen to some of the perks and programs of Park Lane, you will have a ticket to win along with filling out our little survey that I'm going to post here at the end of our call tonight. So if you all can, if you're able to unmute, those of us who are guests tonight, if you'll unmute and just kind of introduce yourself, let us know who invited you and where you're joining us from.
I'm Gisela Cruz. Kathy invited me, and I'm from Jasper, Indiana.
Ooh, love it. I have family in Schererville, Indiana. I'm not sure if you know where that's at, but I don't even know where that's at. All right.
I'm Sarah Smithers, and I'm from Greencastle, Indiana, and Katie invited me.
Yay! Love it. Thank you for being here tonight, Sarah. Okay, I think that's it, right? Or Amy? No. Amy's okay, never mind. Okay, okay, I think that's everybody, right? Okay. All right. So anyways, so tonight, ladies, is kind of a really exciting night. It's probably one of my favorite things that I do for our team here in the Stroop Troop here with Park Lane. I just get to share with all of you some amazing information about the stylist opportunity. And also I get to share kind of my personal story. And we have a couple stylists on the call too, and they all have incredible stories too. So if you guys want to pitch in at any moment and share something a little bit about you, I know that we have on the call tonight, Kathy Zomer, who is one of our senior division leaders, and she's been with us for 4 years.
December will be 4 years.
4 years. I love you too, honey.
I like your earrings.
Thank you, honey. You've got to go upstairs. Sorry. I can't focus. You know how it is, right, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruth. Welcome. We still have people coming in. Come on in, Ruth. Put in the chat where you're joining us from and who invited you. We're so excited that you're here. And then we also have another person on, but I don't know who it is because maybe Rosie is the name. So let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know who invited you in the chat so we can welcome you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I just want to let you guys know that we are going to have at the very end of this call a $300 giveaway, if you will, a shopping spree that you can take anything you want, even from the brand new collection that we have just recently launched. And to do that, you just have to simply fill out our little 60-second survey that I'll drop at the end. We're also going to have a little Q&A where you can even get bonus tickets to win that. So if you have questions anytime throughout this little this little informational tonight, go ahead and write them down. That way you don't forget them. But basically, first of all, if you have already hosted a party with Park Lane with your stylist, go ahead and put that in the chat. I know that you probably got a bunch of free jewelry. I know Sarah's on. We just closed out her party. Was it last night, Sarah? And I added everything up. I think she got over $700 worth of jewelry at her party. That was just a perfect 10 show. We did it. She did so great. So let us know if you've hosted before. I think that is always the smartest thing to do, is to always be a hostess first, because it kind of gives you the opportunity to kind of look through the stylist lens, if you will, and kind of see exactly what we do, right? Okay, awesome. I see some people are saying that they've had parties. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to come back and read the comments here in a second. I want to stay on point with my notes for tonight. But we have tonight, after this call, we have some amazing little sign-on bonuses that Park Lane is going to be offering. And I'm excited to share all of those with you, because in addition to our starter kit deal, we have a sign-on bonus and just some incredible perks of why you would want to join our team now. Okay, so let me go ahead and start by introducing myself to all of you. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Katie Stroop. I'm the leader of this amazing team called the Stroop Troop. And I'm located actually in Central Florida, born and raised in the very city that I still reside in. I am a law enforcement officer's wife, and I'm a mom of a blended family of 4 kiddos. We have 4 kids under the age of 13. We have a 13, 12, 11, and a almost 6-year-old next week. And I started in the direct sales industry way long ago in 2002. I had 0 experience in direct sales. And of course, why would I? Because I was only 18 when I first started out. And had no experience in anything, let alone direct sales. And I just feel so grateful for my my life that has been filled in the industry now for 23 years next month. And I have been through, I feel, lots of different phases in my life. I started out as a high school student. Then I was a first-time home buyer, bought my first house, all with income from direct sales when I was almost 20, 19 and a half. I was able to pay for my first wedding with cash. Then I was a first-time mom. Then I was a first-time second mom. And then in 2013, I became a single mom. And that was probably, God is so good, how he pulls you through those valleys. And it was a very, very hard time, but it was also a time in my life where I realized what I was capable of. And it was the very first time in my entire life at that point, I think I was 25, where I had to get a full-time job. And I had always solely depended on direct sales as my full-time income, but I was scared. I put my fear before my faith at that time in my life, and I had a full-time job. So that meant for me that as a single mom, I had to put my 2 oldest kids in before care and in after care. And I just remember feeling like I was, I don't want to say the word a failure, but I just felt like that they were missing out and I was missing out. And I felt like I never got to see my kids. And one day on the way to work, I got pulled over. A police officer, ironically, pulled me over. And now today I'm married to a police officer. But I got pulled over on the way to work one day, and the police officer gave me a speeding ticket. It was like $250. And I remember just crying and saying, I cannot pay for this. And he told me I could fight it and I could go to court and I could do all this. And when I pulled off, I just thought to myself, you know what? If I was working from home and I had my kids at home, I would, number one, never have gotten this speeding ticket. And number 2, I would be home with my babies. And at that moment, it was such a pivotal moment in my life, because I made a decision at that moment to take a hard right turn. And I remember feeling like I didn't care how hard I had to work to make direct sales my full-time job, that it was worth doing that to gain being able to be home with my children. And so I would rather work myself to death working for myself than to work for someone else and live paycheck to paycheck and never see my kids. So that was when I decided to go full-time in direct sales. That was 2014. And that was my largest grossing year before I started Park Lane. As a single mom, I made $78,000 that year. And I just remember feeling like, this is amazing. Like, I get to be home with my kids. I get to make my own schedule. I get to have fun. I mean, this is the industry where we get to party for a living, you know? And that's my story. That's when the tables really started turning in the direct sales industry for me. And since then, now it's been almost 10 years. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And we're going to do our first signing bonus. I want to show you guys what it is right now. The company actually is doing a signing bonus for us this month, which is a real treat. And those of you who love our Impressions bracelets, this is an amazing deal, because I know you guys probably all already know this, but these retail at $188. And right now, when you decide to test drive Park Lane and join our stylist team, you will be receiving, for $129, you're going to be receiving your website for a year. You're going to be receiving a Impressions bracelet completely for free training, and The creme de la creme is a $500 Park Lane gift card. All of that for $129. It is so silly not to try it, right? But if you are not yet convinced, that's okay, because I have a couple more things I want to share with you guys tonight. That's just my little personal story. But the first thing I wanted to chat with you guys about is why direct sales. Show of hands in the chat, because I think we have a couple people on tonight. Put a comment in the chat if you do have direct sales experience. I know we have a couple people on that do. And so a lot of people will ask, why direct sales? And for me, it's really simple. Direct sales unlocks opportunities for people. It unlocks options and really endless potential. Okay. Imagine owning your business and being your own boss, right? It's empowering. And time freedom is such a blessing nowadays, especially nowadays, right? When so many people are looking for an additional outlet for, finances, right? Many people nowadays are seeking, options for flexible income opportunities, for more financial independence. So why do people choose direct sales despite of the mixed reputation, right? Well, it's all about opportunity. Unlike a fixed salary, direct sales lets you earn based on your effort. This is like my absolute favorite thing. It's not about clocking in the hours. It's about you driving your own success. In fact, many of our top earners on our team, they don't work traditional hours. 80% of our entire field nationwide have full-time jobs, but they are able to achieve a significant side income through setting their own goals and determination. All right. So next, let's debunk the whole pyramid scheme thing, because I've been doing this for over 2 decades, and I'm sure Kathy would agree. I still have people when I say, "Oh, I work for Park Lane Jewelry in direct sales." Oh, is that a pyramid scheme? Okay, it makes me laugh every time. But every organization has a hierarchy, right? Even Starbucks does. But the difference is that in direct sales, you can surpass those above you. Pretty cool, right? But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. But right now, let's chat a little bit about why jewelry, okay? Because I feel like this is like, and I've sold other products in my 20-something years, as many of us probably have, but jewelry is by far the easiest thing to sell. 110%, right? Okay, so why jewelry? The first thing I wanted to share with you is that, did you know that Park Lane is actually the 6th oldest direct sales company, and it's the oldest jewelry company in the direct sales space? Okay. Who has heard the company story before? Comment story if you've actually heard the story. I'm going to kind of share the cliff notes with it. But if you've heard the company story, awesome. If you haven't, I'll share with you very briefly kind of where Park Lane comes from and why we are such a company of stability. Okay. But really briefly, basically in 1955, okay, 69 years ago, a very young couple founded the company because they wanted a better life. Okay. They were just 16 and 19 years old, Arthur and Shirley Levine. And could you imagine like saying, I want to make $1 million and open my own direct sales company at 16? Oh my goodness. Right. But they needed help because they were so young. So they were very smart. They actually hired some experts to help them choose a product. They knew that they wanted something that required very little space, a very small investment. They wanted something that didn't have inventory, no large out-of-pocket expenses. And they wanted a product that could fit into people's lives that didn't feel like they had a second job. Okay. And they recognized the power in the party plan. This was when the party plan back in the 1950s was becoming a new thing. They realized that people really liked to socialize together, socialize and shop. Think about even back in the day, like if you were going to go to a mall, you don't usually go to the mall by yourself, right? You usually go with a friend. So people like to shop and socialize at the same time. Okay. So all 3 experts came back and they told Shirley and Arthur that jewelry was the best long-term product. And they told them for 3 reasons. This is so interesting to me. The number one thing they told them why jewelry is because it's emotional. It's no surprise to you guys because I know every single one of you on the call wears Park Lane, but it's no surprise that jewelry is an emotional purchase. It boosts your self-esteem. It enhances your circumstances. Okay. I'll give you an example. A few months back, I think it was 2 months ago, we had to replace our hot water heater. And as I'm writing the check for $2,800, I'm looking at my arm party. And I'm thinking, this check isn't so bad. At least I have a pretty arm party. Okay. So it really, it's statistically proven that jewelry increases serotonin, it increases dopamine, and really it just benefits your mental health. Okay. Also, I'm sure you guys would agree that about 30 times a day, statistics have shown that 30 times a day, women look at themselves in a reflection of some sort. So whether that's a bathroom mirror, the reflection of your car, and you guys all know that when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good. Okay. I mean, being a mom of 4, there are some mornings when I wake up, y'all, I don't even look like a human being, but little bit of makeup, little bit of sparkle, and I'm feeling better. And then I'm much more productive. Have any of you ever had that happen to you?
Yeah, my iPhone doesn't even recognize me when I have no makeup on. Seriously, my facial recognition doesn't even know who I am with no makeup on. Isn't that pathetic? It's like, oh my gosh. It happens all the time. It does not recognize my face.
I
Oh,
know.
that's
Doesn't
sad.
Apple know that we age? Like, come on. Maybe that's why they do the updates. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe Apple does the
Oh, maybe.
updates because they need to make sure that we're still, the same person. But anyway, that's funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know that now I definitely don't even leave the house without at least my earrings on. Jewelry boosts confidence. It creates compliments. And for our stylist team, it's a conversation starter every single day, right? Like, when was the last time you were out at the grocery store and someone said, oh my gosh, I just love your candles at your house, right? Or I just love your aging cream that you use. What anti-aging cream, right? It's very rare, but people will compliment jewelry. I've even had people mention to me, like, at gas stations. It's been very awkward, but they've said, oh my God, I love your earrings as I'm pumping gas. So it is true. It's a conversation starter. And because of that, it's really easy to sell. In fact, I know April just shared with me this morning, that she, I'm sorry, April, I forget. Tell me your story about the Huggy earrings. Oh, she can't unmute. Hold on, let me see if I can help. Has to unmute.
There you go. Am I here? Hi.
Yeah. We can
Oh,
hear
I
you.
was just okay. I was just telling her this morning about Rosie, my friend Rosie.
Hey, Rosie, welcome.
We work out together, and she had on the classic lobe hugger earrings. I said, "Oh, I love those lobe hugger earrings," and she was like, "Oh, yes, I love them too. I'll give you the website." Or whatever. Just so cute because she bought them for me, but she was just role playing, and it was just a really
Right.
cute moment.
Yeah, it happens everywhere. Football field, grocery store, right? Okay. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
number
you
1.
have to be ready. Yeah. Oh, I love them
Yes.
too. I'll give you the website. That was so classic.
Yes, that is one thing I've learned, is that when I go out and I have on Park Lane jewelry, I have to make sure and have my whole self put together, because God forbid someone says something and I'm not put together. And then I'm a stylist. Really? You don't look like one, right? Like, you don't want that to happen, because I've done it. But the number 2 reason why they said jewelry was one of the best long-term investments was because jewelry is among the top gifts that men gift women, and it's in the top gifts that women give women. And also, over the last 3 years, I found this so interesting. The US fashion jewelry industry has skyrocketed. Just within the last 3 years, it's gone from a $30 billion, with a B, dollar company to a $40 billion industry. And another $10 billion is expected in the next 3 years. So fashion jewelry is growing. As I always say, as grocery prices are skyrocketing, women still want to look and feel good. And so if they can't afford that $14,000 Cartier bracelet, they can definitely get one at Park Lane for $35 and nobody's going to know the difference, right? It's all about balance, okay? But number 3 is that jewelry is a consumable product. Okay. Now this made me laugh because this was one of the things that Scott Levine, our CEO of Park Lane, actually said to me when I interviewed with him and our national director, Jennifer Bond. He said, jewelry is consumable. And I thought, who does this guy think he's kidding? Jewelry is not consumable. Okay. Like tastefully simple, pampered chef. Those are things that are consumable, right? Makeup. Those are things that are consumable, right? But oh my goodness, I know Kathy and April and all the other stylists would agree that jewelry is even more consumable than actual consumable products because fashion is constantly changing, right? I mean, look at this new line that just dropped today. Our team's already submitted $5,000 in sales in one day just because of a new line, right? I always say Park Lane's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. And it is true. All right. And this is also coming from someone who never ever wore jewelry prior to Park Lane. And now I love it. I just feel like it just, it's an outfit completer, really makes you look like you're put together, even if you don't feel like you are, right? All right. We also have over 1,000 pieces in our collection. Which is awesome. Plus we have new styles introduced weekly. Today we just dropped the new Sapphire Mini Impressions bracelet for $28. And of course our entire new collection that we just dropped. How many of you saw the new collection today? Show of hands. Oh my gosh. I know I'm wearing one of the pieces that Sarah wants, this little pink bracelet. I forget what it's called.
I forget too. I don't remember the name.
I forget. I'll have to go look it back
So
up.
cute.
Anyway. Okay. So have you heard enough? Let me just remind you guys that we have our signing bonus from Park Lane, those impressions bracelets. So if you know, look, I've heard enough. I'm going to share a little bit more before we hang up the call tonight. But if you've heard enough already and you know that you want to give Park Lane a test drive, comment in the comments below impression. Because remember, that's going to get you your sign-on bonus, which is a free impressions bracelet. It's going to get you all the free training that you need. It's going to get you your website for the year. And you're going to get a $500 Park Lane gift card. All of that for $129. Okay. It's outrageous. So comment impression if you know that you are ready to rumble. Okay. I'm going to come look in the comments here in a second, but let me finish up with a couple other things. So before we end the call tonight, I just wanted to share with you guys one more little tidbit. And also to share with you that I really did my research before I decided to join Park Lane. For those of you who don't know, prior to Park Lane, I was with another direct sales company called Princess House. I was with them for 19 years when I moved over to Park Lane through the Direct to Point program. So I'm about to celebrate my 5-year anniversary with Park Lane. And so I did a lot of research before I moved my family of 6 over to Park Lane. And some of the things that really stood out to me, some of my, like my top 10 reasons why I love Park Lane so much is number 1 is that the founders of the company are committed to taking no more than 2% of the company's profits. Okay. They promised their mother, Shirley Levine, that they would reinvest the other 98% back into the company. That is why we are such a solid company. We are 100% debt free. We have no investors. We have no creditors here. So if you're looking for a solid side hustle or full-time job, even that, we're not changing things. Okay. We, in fact, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We haven't even changed our programs for like over 20 years. So, that's a really good, thing too. But number 2 is that we focus exclusively on jewelry. It's all we know. It's all we've ever done for 69 years. So we really know our stuff. I also love that with Park Lane, all the pieces are sourced and handcrafted right here in the United States. And I'm sorry, not all the pieces. All the pieces are sourced and handcrafted just for Park Lane. meaning that we have a minimal supply issue. Okay. It's very, very rare that we will have back ordered pieces. When we do, it's maybe a handful of items, like 5 out of like 1,000 pieces. Okay. But we do actually have a stone house right here in the United States as well. Also, Park Lane provides, I'm sure you've heard this before, an unconditional guarantee on every piece. So if you don't like something, or within your first 4 months, something breaks, you actually can send that piece back and get it replaced completely for free. Okay. I love that. And after 4 months, it's $10 to replace. All right. Also, we primarily operate online. During COVID, the company was so smart. They prepared and trained our stylist team to execute how to run events online. And so we moved from in-person to online. However, now we do a mixture of online style parties. We do in-person, we do hybrid parties, which means that we do a little bit of both. And we even have parties at our favorite coffee shops, or if you have a favorite happy hour venue, we do parties there as well. Another perk is that all of our training with Park Lane all conducts online. We even have all of our recognition online, which I love this because it makes it really easy for stylists. When someone joins, we schedule their launch party to onboard them, allowing the new stylist to observe the process without feeling overwhelmed. And it's really a perfect, a perfect storm, if you will. So the customer sale is also really unique. I know all of you probably know the customer sale, but just as a recap, we have 365 days a year, our customers get to shop 50 to 70% off. It's a buy 2, get 4 half price. Okay. And then we even have additional bonuses. We just ended our free $100 item. And that is like one of the best sales that we have. Today, we launched our brand new line. So now we're back to the $90 purchase where they get free shipping and any item they want for $35. Okay. Also, our reorder rates are incredible. With more people shopping online, you get a stunning online store with a shopping code delivered to you when you join as a stylist. Park Lane even emails your customers for you the links whenever we have like our surprise sales. And that's wonderful because they're doing the work for you. You wake up and you have 3 orders already from your website. Okay. We see a 50% increase in business, usually after someone gets an item due to their reaction to it. So how many of you have placed an order and now you got your stuff in and you already want to get something out? See, that's why I say once you pop, you can't stop. It's true, right? And it's fun. So we also have an incredible hostess. Hostesses and stylists are really pampered here. In fact, our founder, Arthur Levine Sr., he's always said, treat your people well and they will reward you. Park Lane covers all of your hostess perks, including the shopping sprees that your hostesses get. You don't have to pay for bonus items or half price items or anything. It's all company sponsored. So that is a huge blessing. Okay. None of this comes out of the stylist pocket. And then another thing I want to share with you is a lot of times I'll have customers that will say, how do you give away, 2 and 3 prizes on every party? How do you do that? Well, we have an amazing thing called the Rich Rewards program. And every month as a stylist, you can earn between $250 and $1,100 in free jewelry. Okay. For example, we just wrapped up our level 1 Rich Rewards yesterday. And when you submit every month $1,000 in sales within the first 2 weeks, you actually get a $250 shopping spree every single month. Plus you're making commission, plus you're having fun, plus you're getting a bunch of free jewelry because we have extra contests and stuff as well. Okay. You guys also know that customers get free shipping at $90 as at a $9 order. So we can compete really well with Amazon Prime. Okay. And lastly, we spoil our stylists with affordable starter kits and trips. Did anyone see Park Lane traveling to Dublin last week? Okay, yay! We just got back. We had over 300 people return from Dublin on Tuesday. And before that, we were in Paris in March. And, you know, when I started in the industry, travel wasn't a dream of mine. Like I just wanted to make money to pay for my car insurance and my car payment and gas so that I could take my girlfriends to the beach after school. But I will tell you, one of my favorite things 23 years later is that's been my biggest gift, is being able to travel the world. And now I've been blessed with 30 trips all over the world for free in 23 years. So Park Lane takes you on 2. Our next trip that we are currently working for is Zurich, Switzerland. Has anyone ever been to Zurich, Switzerland before? Let me see. No, no. Okay, good. I've never been either. This is gonna be me and Kathy's first time. But the great thing about also test driving Park Lane is that as a new stylist, you actually get double points for 6 straight weeks. And when I first started Park Lane, they were wrapping up a trip to the Grand Cayman Islands, and I only had, I think, 7 or 8 weeks to earn the trip. And they told me I had double points. And guess what? I hit it, and I earned my very first trip in 7 weeks to the Grand Cayman Islands. Okay, so if I can do it, you can do it. I always say nobody has something you don't have. They're just doing something that you're not doing. And so we have to dig and do the work and find out exactly what that is so that we can have that same level of success. And sometimes it takes, you know, sometimes you miss the target, right? But we have a great leadership team here. Several of them are on the call tonight. And so we're all here to help you and guide you. I feel like finally I've gotten it down 5 years in. I finally feel like I've gotten there. I'm not arrived. No one's ever arrived in the industry, right? This is a self-development field. Okay. But okay, let me make sure okay, so we have, do you guys want to hear about the different starter kit packages? So we have 3 different starter kit sizes, okay? Everybody gets a signing bonus right now with the free impressions bracelet. You get your impressions bracelet for test driving, you get your website for the year, you get free training, and then we have 3 different kit sizes. The first one, like I mentioned, is a $500 gift card for $129, okay? If you want more, and I would tell you, you do. You probably want more, okay? But you can also book your kickoff party and get more jewelry that way as well. So on your kickoff party, for example, Sarah just closed out hers. She got her jewelry for her kickoff party. You would get your kickoff party jewelry, and then you would also get your kit jewelry. The second level starter kit is $229, and you get $1,000 worth of jewelry that you pick out, or $1,000 gift card, okay? Then the third kit is called the Boss Kit, and that one is $439, and you get $2,000 in Park Lane gift cards, and you can shop and get all your pieces that you want and then some, okay? Lastly, before we drop this link for you guys to do the survey, we're going to do a quick Q&A in case there's something I didn't cover. I know we're over a little bit on our time. I apologize. But we also have such a fun, pressure-free, exciting, and positive vibe on our team. And our culture that we have here is really, really just exciting. And we have energy and momentum. And I really feel like businesses thrive when you have those things. Okay. And I always tell my kids, that, or actually, I think this is a quote from John Canfield, but he says, you're the average of your 5 closest people that you hang out with. Okay. Have you guys heard that before? Okay. And I tell my kids that friends are like elevators. Some will bring you up and some will bring you down. So you need to be selective. And I just find so much value in the direct sales industry because I feel like everyone is so positive and encouraging and helpful and team players. And, we are just genuinely happy. And there's just a culture of sharing, and we lead through our motivation and our hard work. We lead to greater and faster success as a team. So that's what we stand for here. Okay. All right. So let me get the survey link real quick. And while we're doing that, I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. And I'm going to post the survey link. So all you have to do to get entered to win the $300 shopping spree is fill this. It's like a 60-second survey. It's not even going to take you 60 seconds tonight. Fill out the survey tonight. And then you'll be entered to win the $300 shopping spree, but we're going to do a Q&A and you're going to get extra tickets. Okay. So anyone who asks a question, anything you want, about becoming a stylist or our team or our company, anything like that, you get an extra ticket. So let me set my alarm for 3 minutes. Okay. Does everyone, and go ahead and unmute.
I do have a question. You mentioned about the free training for a year. What happens after the first year?
Oh, the free training is forever, as long as you
Forever.
keep us.
What
Right,
about the
Kathy?
website? Sorry, the website is what I meant. Sorry.
The,
Mhm.
the website is free for 1 year. And then after your year is up, at that point, you can decide if you want to stay being a stylist. And if you do, it's $129 for the website.
Okay. Is that a
So-
year or how much do you
Yes.
pay? Is that a
Yep.
year? Okay.
Yep, $120. So essentially you're getting your $500 gift card and your impressions bracelet right now for free,
Mhm.
which is wonderful. Very good question. Let me get your name on here. Just how do you spell your name, honey?
It's Gissella. And
Beautiful.
last name is Cruz, C-R-U-Z.
Okay. Gotcha. Bonus ticket. Okay. Anyone else have a question?
How do you get paid? How do you get your commission?
You get paid weekly and it's through direct deposit. So our weeks end on Wednesdays. When you submit a party on a Wednesday, you get your profit statement Friday, which will tell you how much your check's going to be. And then my direct deposit usually hits midnight on Mondays. So Tuesday is always a happy day in the Stroop house. Okay. Any question? Rosie, what's your question? Do you have one? She's like, no, I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Anyone else have any other questions? I didn't do that good of a job. I was nervous and I'm still so tired from my trip back.
I'll ask you one. What about, of course, not in the drawing, of course, but what about, quotas, Katie? Are there any quotas?
Very good question. We have 0 quotas, none at all. So you can sell as much or as little as you want. Now, once you do start to grow your business and you promote to a leadership role, we do have a very, very small quota just to earn the commission on your downline. That's only a $600 party a month. That's it. But that actually brings me to something that no one asked. And it's another one of my favorite parts is that with Park Lane, we are very, very, what's the word? Very driven about having a very positive business. And because of that, we have a strict no demotion policy. So once you earn a certain level, like Kathy is the senior division leader, Amber is an area, almost an area leader. You never lose that rank. You never lose that commission rate. You never lose that title. And so who wants to be stressed out about those things? You know, that is just stress that we don't need. So once you reach that rank, you always get paid that amount. Okay, we have 30 seconds left. Anyone else want to get a bonus ticket?
Amy has a question, I think.
Amy?
I'm pretty shy about starting, businesses and being online and stuff. Do you help people get over all of that stuff?
Absolutely. And Amy, I'll tell you a funny story. So when, listen, I've been I know Kathy too, an in-person party girl for decades. When COVID hit, we did not know what we were doing online. Okay. Just to be completely transparent with you, we had absolutely no idea what to do. And we had to we followed the company's lead, but we really had to do a little bit of trial and error. Like my first style party was in my bedroom, and to show the jewelry I was putting on and taking off every piece. And so now, we just have our jewelry next and we show them, or we have I forget what your girl's name is, Kathy, but mine's Quinn.
Mandy Mannequin.
Yeah, now we got Mandy the mannequin and we got Quinn. And so that's a lot easier. But it's trial and error, Amy. And like anything, just like riding a bike, the more that you practice it, the better you get. And that's with any skill in life. Even if you were to go get a new job at Buc-ee's, okay, I'm a South girl, tomorrow, you would still have to learn how to do that job. And you're going to make mistakes, right? But the good news here is that you can't be fired. Okay. So, that's good
You
too.
know what I do with some of my girls on my team sometimes is if they're scared of going, because a lot of people are scared of going live on a video, like, on Facebook or whatever, is I just did a private group with her, just her and me, and we just practice. Like she just practices as going live on a video. And then I can just, I mean, nicely, give her suggestions or critique her about lighting or just different things that would help her out. And so that really helps a lot too. There's just so many little tips and tricks, but you just learn them just like anything else. So it's easy.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Angie Norris is the queen of that on our team. And anytime she wants to try something new, she'll create a fake party group and she'll go live in there. And then she'll say, can you join this group and let me know what you think? I'm like, okay, I think you know what you're doing by now, Angie, but,
Yeah.
but
Do you buy your own boards and your mannequin?
yes, we do. And just to give you an idea, these come in, I think, a 6-pack for like $20. So they're not expensive. And honestly, I've been using the same ones for 5 years. I think Kathy's had hers for even longer because she did.
I've had mine since I was in Premier. Yeah, I might have some new ones, but I've had them for years. Yeah. My mannequin I've had for a long time too.
Yeah,
Sarah,
my
what you do,
mannequin.
Sarah, is Katie or Katie Sarah, are you a stylist? Is she a stylist now? Is she a new
No.
stylist?
Not
Not
yet.
Okay, well when
Methodically asking questions.
okay. Well, when you are, here's what you do. You tell Katie, you say, okay, Katie, I want you to run me a contest and the prize can be all those necklace boards and then you can get them for free that way. Right, Katie?
Absolutely. We have it in our
Mhm.
glam plan. You get $100 worth of gifts and supplies when you complete the glam plan. And that's kind of like a little I don't know, how would you describe the glam plan? It's not like you don't have to do it, but it's
No.
like a really good start.
Like a step, like just kind of helps guide, like a little guide just to help you get started. Easy, makes it
A
easier.
checklist. Thank you. Yes. Amber,
Yeah.
yeah, a little checklist to help you kind of get through some of the training and stuff. So we have that, but all right. Well, let me grab this survey link for everybody. I have it ready to go. Send it and copy.
Did
And
I get my tickets?
you sure did. Who said that? Let me make sure.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes, right here. Got them ready to go. So let me get over to the chat real quick. And then I'm going to draw a winner tomorrow, but this is the 60-second survey. So why is it not pasting? Okay, let me try that again. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, well, I know why I didn't hit copy, you guys. You see, anybody can do this, okay? So that is our little survey link, ladies. So just be sure that you, I won't close out before everybody copies that. I put it in the chat, so just make sure that you complete that tonight. We'll pull our winner tomorrow, and one lucky gal is going to get a $300 shopping spree for free. And let me just leave you guys with this tonight. In closing, many of you probably, hopefully will join our team, but if you have decided that you're still going to wait and think about it or pray about it, that's fine. Another really great option, of course, the best option is to get your starter kit, your $500 gift card, earn the commission on a kickoff party, get your free impressions bracelet in your website. But if that's not your path right now, we can still get you a bunch of free jewelry, and that's simply by having a style show. Okay. I always tell, all of our people on our calls here that you've already spent 40 minutes with us tonight. And that's about as long as it takes to do a kickoff party. So have a party, check it out, watch it from a stylist perspective. Kind of look at it from the angle of being a stylist, and worst case scenario, you can get a $400 shopping spree and get your free jewelry that way. Okay. So that's an option too. So if you want to do that, reach out to your stylist and we will gift you on your party an extra $50 in free jewelry. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I'm so sorry I kept you a few minutes over. But the future is in your hands. We hope that you'll join us. And I always like to say, make today your day one and not your one day, right? As I don't know about you, Kathy, but I sure wish I would have joined Park Lane like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I was
Things-
still at Jewelry 20 years ago, so I was happy then, but but it's great. It's a great business. Yep.
Love it. All right, girls. Well, thank you. I can't wait to see what you put on your survey. Before I end, did everybody click on that link?
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep.
Did you get it? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you soon on
Bye.
our team page. Bye.